Since the beginning of the story of our particular people, 2 parashiyot ago, in Parashat Lech Lecha, it seems that the story of this people, Abraham, the story of Abraham and his family, seems to be marred with sorrow. Abraham and Sarah can't seem to get a break. Every time it seems like they're on the road towards becoming a family and building a family and having success, something goes terribly wrong. One step forward, 2 steps back, it seems. In Parashat Lech Lecha, a despondent Sarah finally has hope that there will be an heir for Abraham through her maid Hagar. She wants Hagar to become pregnant. Hagar becomes pregnant, but then Sarah becomes jealous and angry and sends Hagar away. But Hagar hears God's voice in the desert and feels faithful and returns. And by the end of Parashat Lech Lecha, again, we think that there's hope. It seems there's hope that this might be a sort of normal family. And then in Parashat Vayera, things get even better. The promise to Abram and Sarah that they will have children together comes true. Sarah bears Isaac, and again, we think things are going to be incredible. But again, Sarah is distrustful. When she sees Isaac and Ishmael playing together, she can't take it. And she sends this time Hagar and Ishmael away. Sarah's story is one of being unable to move past distrust. So one would expect that this week's parasha, Chaye Sarah, literally entitled The Life of Sarah, would offer more of the same, and in fact would probably seal the deal with regard to the destiny of the relationship between Abraham's 2 children as being one of bitterness and estrangement. But in fact, although the narrative sets us up for that, that's not what this parasha delivers at all. Parashat Chaye Sarah closes dramatically with Ishmael and Isaac, Abraham's 2 sons, coming together to bury him. Seemingly having had a relationship, the commentators speculate, and it seems there's speculation that maybe they have a relationship after. Regardless, there's a moment of profound reconciliation, and it seems as though this is the conclusion of their story. And one would expect for Hebron to eternally serve as a symbol of that peace and reconciliation. The reality, however, is quite the contrary. We, the distant descendants of Ishmael and Isaac, have not been afforded the privilege of picking up where they left off. Instead, it seems that we've been fated to live out all the sorrow and distrust that their parents experienced and put one another through. And the Hebron of today truly epitomizes the latter, sorrow and distrust. It's a place of hatred and disrespect between Jews and Arabs. Truly, the state of relations in the holy city of Hebron between the children of Abraham does tremendous injustice to our patriarch's memory. Too often, it seems we wait until we're standing by a graveside to initiate, to begin this business of reconciliation. I pray that we can end this cycle, and that yet another generation doesn't need to die out before we learn to trust, before we find ways to reconcile and respect. I pray that we see that day before we see more graves. May that day of peace come b'karov b'yameinu, speedily in our day. Amen.